Oh, good evening, everybody. Apologies for the delay. Ah, just trying to find out how I can hear myself. Something weird going on. Technical problems. I'm definitely here, but every time I speak, I can hear myself, and it ruins the. Somehow I've got a mic on, and I don't know what it is. Out of my sight. I'm hoping it's that. No, it's still coming through. So the last half hour I've spent messing about with settings, and I just can't find out what's gone wrong. Is it that? Is that fixed? That looks to be right. That sounds like it's right. Question is there any game audio? That's what's really concerning me now. Hello, Erebus. I hope you're hearing what you're supposed to hear. It looks like things are working correctly. Hopefully now. Oh, what a disaster! I don't like that. You go away, you leave things for half an hour. Well, it's 3 hours, wasn't it? And then the next thing you know, things aren't working. Does me in. Hopefully you're hearing everything now, including game audio and my voice. We'll see. You'll tell me. You'll tell me. We're off to Alsace today in the human comedy. We're doing some testing. Hopefully relevant people come along to be able to aid the process. Sound check success. Good. Thank you very much. It all started with trying to do some stuff for Twitch, having passed the 50 followers last night and having all of the statistics in the right part. We qualified for adverts and bits and pieces, and I've tried to set that up whilst I was watching TV with the missus, and it seems to have screwed everything with the Twitch account. So, excuse me, I finally got that back online, and now all the technical stuff, all the sound wasn't working. So, we're up and running. Well, let's go. Let's do it. Alsace. We're going to change car. RA272 is what we're going to play with. But we're not going to finish the race, folks. We're going to go all the way to the 59th and a half minute, and we're not going to cross the finish line. Unless we're in a position where we would be good. So, the whole point of that is to ensure that we we don't set any unnecessary records that we don't want set in. And then when we're ready to set the record, we set the record accordingly. Now, I think you want us to show is what the record we're chasing and where we're going. Big Popper, let's get it on. So, I haven't got a massive audience at the moment, just the one viewer on the Twitch, which could be me watching myself. We didn't have sound there a minute ago and we didn't have a connection to it, so it's all working. Let's just go through the process then. As you can see there at the top of the list is Gran Turismo and Sphinx. They're both on 26 laps. 26 laps, is that the target? The World Top 10 Stars is actually 27, and only 2 people have achieved 27 laps in the Abarth. So we've got 1 hour. We've got to do 26 laps and roll the wheels, the front wheels, into the 27th lap to get the 27 laps. 27 laps will put us at the #1 spot on our list. If we can get to 26 laps, that would be absolutely epic. But 26 laps will put us potentially somewhere inside or outside of the top 10. As you can see, Sphinx is there. But it's no guarantee to get to the 26th lap. So we did some testing a couple of weeks ago and I've fiddled with a setup. And effectively that setup is going to take us, as far as I can think, all the way to the 27th lap. Technically. But I think I'm still a little bit shy. I don't think I've got the ability at this moment in time with the setup we've got to take us all that way to 27. So it doesn't matter if we don't hit 27 really, because 26 might take us top of our friends list today, and it might take us into the top 10, which, looking at it's where Sphinx is, if we beat Sphinx here, we could potentially beat Sphinx there, because Gran Turismo we got to beat to go above the top 3. That's still a great effort. So if I was to show you the setup, that'd give the game away, because that's going to be for members only. However, oh, there we go. That takes the photograph stuff out of the way so you can see the full pile. You can see Big Popper there at number 8. He's already done that. I'm actually a little bit down the ways. I'm there in 14th place on 25 laps. But we did that a couple of weeks ago to just try and get us on the board. It's Joe Lightning, look. He's there. 6 days on the run. Scampy's here. Scampy the party meister. Is Scampster at the work? I bet you is. So without further ado, I'm just going to take a little look at my setup. Just give me a second, if you don't mind. And I'll keep chatting away. I hope you can hear me whilst I'm on this screen. I think you can. I've got the microphone working away. The audio capture's going, and etc, etc. So I'm just going to have a look at my settings. Make sure the settings are good. This car we've used a number of other races. I don't know at this point whether it's the beast, the thing that's the right thing, or whether it needs a further tweak. The horsepower is really quite low. We're not running a turbocharger. It's not a glitch setup by any means. It's nothing particularly special. It's just a bit trick about what you do with the weight and where you put it. So there's no toe angle or anything. I wonder if we could do a little bit with that. So Big Popper, are you good on timing? Are you happy to give us a an understanding of where we're going? Do we need to do an outlap and give you an understanding of what we're going to do to start things off? Or can we hit the with the ground running and just hit it? You'll know from when we do the first lap whether we're on or whether we're off, don't you? Probably too much to say in one shot. There we go, we're back on. What do you think? What do you think, Big Pops? I'll just give you a minute to... you might be driving at this point, and you might have a kebab in one hand and a steering wheel in the other kind of thing. Good evening, Olive. Good enough to go. Go on, run it. Okay, so... we're not going to pit stop, folks. We're just going to run straight into this. No practice whatsoever. Cold as a cucumber. We're going to see where we go. I just need to do some assists. Traction control 1D for ABS. ASM is on? Off. Counter steer is on strong. I'm happy with that, I think. We'll find out. We might not get around the first lap. Let's give it a shot. Fuel map. Goes to 6, I think. Yeah, fuel map might go to 6. We might be able to turn it up. The old AI are all over the show. Yeah, fuel is looking good. So the fuel is actually looking epic. Yeah, come on. No, we're starting again. I'm not going to change the fuel map, I'm just going to leave it where it is. Couldn't get the car to turn then. I want that fuel to come up to lap 27. It needs to be uber quick, this car. And I need to be on my game for a whole hour. Yeah, fuel mileage is coming up. It's fuel map 6 we need. It's been a week since I've done it. Forgive my brain for not remembering. Oh, we got into a bit of a rattle there. Mr. Margolino lost it all completely. We might need to save some fuel here. Got to get that up to 27. Mr. Margolino gives us a tap on the rear. The AI in this race are a bit confused. They took away the engine swap cars from a little while back, and those engine swap cars were hyper quick, but they left behind a couple of AI drivers with severe learning difficulties. And I don't mean that in a nasty way about people learning difficulties. I mean, they don't drive any better. They don't remember the fact that they crashed into the wall. And that's AI learning difficulties. I'm not being prejudiced. They don't learn. The AI are rubbish. AI, I thought, had a capability to learn from mistakes, but They don't. Right, first lap's a little bit lame, but Big Popper will tell us where he goes. He's got a master spreadsheet. I need to be running, I think we agreed on 210s, but I think 214s is actually where we are. That opening lap is a real giveaway. It's a lot longer because we have to go over the start finish. And we've got a little bit of congestion. Fuel's good at 27, so we can now give ourselves a little bit because we've done that first lap. Bill McEwen, welcome sir. How are you? Now, as I say, I'm not too fussed, folks. If we don't get this tonight, we're on a route. This is a practice. This is a warm-up. This is gearing us up for the big event in 2 weekends' time. So if we don't get it, we don't get it. We've still got time to get this sorted. But it's another one of those events where I'm attempting to get on. Well, if I can get on the top 10 leaderboard for every human comedy race, that would be tremendous. But I think yeah, things are alright, my friend. We are having a bit of a do. Yeah, we're still in the RA, yeah. I haven't gotten our baths set up really that I'm happy with. And I've not been tempted to go and use somebody else's, so I'm mincing my own. Oh, what lap time did we want? That looks terrible. Is that bad, Big P? Or are we need to sort that out, don't we? We need to get these lap times really sorted. This is all part of the practice. The lap time will get faster. At this moment in time, that's pretty dire. We haven't caught the boys at the front yet. I can't remember the numbers we talked about. Mr. Mangiano, we're going to slide past. I'm running a glitch setup. It's not a glitch setup, I'm running a split setup. There'll be no tyre wear whatsoever. It won't need us to pit at all. We'll be good on fuel all the way. We won't need tyres. Oh yeah, if anybody's got an opportunity to hit the like button, that'd be tremendous. Well said, Scampy. And Scampy's in the other room as well. Well done, my friend. As I say, I've been attempting to get Twitch all set up as an affiliate, because we made it today, folks. We got approved for affiliate today, but every time I try and put the affiliate forms through, it errors. And so I'm just going to leave it till Monday. It might be because it's a weekend, or it might be because things are processing. I want to buy that car. I want to have a shot at that. Well, he has to pit around lap 25. He can't make it, no stop. I just don't know how quickly this is going to go to make the lap times. Come on, don't hit the grass. Come on. Oh, yeah. Wireless controller's going flat. Goes on charge every day. How can it be flat? I think we need to be going much quicker than this. Yeah, I don't... I've never noticed anything from the controllers. Yeah, my lap time's just not where I want them. It looks like we're on a 25 pace. Oh, I see. I was thinking it had to be 2:24. We're off pace by about 4 seconds then. Don't think I'm going to be able to gain that with fuel loss. So we need to do something more for this setup then. 237 outlet, 223 is a lap. And that's for 20. That's for 25 laps. Was that for a 26 lap or a 27 lap? give me big pops. We're miles off, aren't we? If we're going for 27, that is. Is that 27 laps, Big P? Or 26th plus roll the wheels? Right, so we're miles away from 27. Okay, that's 26, okay. Yeah, that gets me just the one up. So I'm going to ditch this attempt then. I'm going to work on the setup a little bit more. And we'll start again. Need to get more pace out of this car. Need more straight line speed. Which is a shame. Yeah, so it is what I feared. 224s is where I need to be to do the 26, but not the 27. If we're going to do the 27, it's got to be like 210s. 27 times 4 27s, yeah. Right, so yeah, I won't hit the kill it yet. Sorry, stand by for 27. We're good if we're going for 26 tonight, but I know we've got to work on the setup. So let me see what we can do here. We need to get these laps down to, as Big says, 223. So the only options we've got to make it drive any quicker are lose weight or increase power. Putting a turbocharger on makes the car way too much power. The only other option we've got is to make it turn more or find a glitch. And then we're kind of stuffed. I don't know how to make this thing go that much quicker. It really is interesting that to get it to somewhere around that pace, 4 seconds quicker, it has to go round corners tremendously quicker than this. So it's fairly rapid, but if I was to I don't know whether that will affect things significantly. Let's just that's me, I need rocking before my nap. So we need to do 2 17s. I'm being abused by somebody that's turning so much better. $2.17s, okay. Then we just need to run a couple of laps just to find out whether my adjustments are gonna get the lap time down. But it has to be so much quicker, it's unbelievable. I've never known an RA do the 27 laps, so it obviously hasn't. It's only done 26. And that was Sphinx's setup, so it's turning way better. Don't know how it's going to do. It's 4 seconds off the out lap. Not sure entirely how we're going to get. Don't know how you're going to get in a bath doing this speed either. Absolutely mental. It took us 4 laps to catch these boys last time. This is only going to put us at 226, 224, which is 1 second off the 26 lap record, which is good enough for tonight. But we then need to find another 10 seconds a lap, which I don't know if there's any shortcut we can take. My pedal board's flexing quite a bit. I'm absolutely booting these pedals currently. There's only 2 ways you can make the car faster, isn't there? That's by giving it more power or by take weight away. Well, believe it or not, I added 35 kilos of weight and it's going quicker. It now carries the full 200 kilogram of weight. And you've just got to put the weight where you think it's going to turn. It's 229. I'm still not on for even 26. How do we make the back wheels deliver more power? Add weight, stop the wheel spin, move the weight to the back. That's the question. Or make it corner better so you can carry more speed through the corners, which on this circuit is a lot of the problem. You're turning so much. make the car turn better. So I've just done that. That was the change I made before we started the race. Improved my lap time overall with better driving. That's got to be worth 2 or 3 seconds a lap, surely. Got to find out where we're going slow, and that's one of these corners here. This corner is surprisingly tricky because of the fall away. Will it go purple? Yes, it will. So no major stress tonight, folks. This isn't an actual attempt. Increase camber. Yeah, so I've got a camber on the front. I've got a little camber on the rear, but the camber is aimed at for the front, as you say, for turning. And for 26 laps, you said 2:23s, didn't you, Big P? 2:37 out lap, well, we did a 2:33, that was 4 seconds better. 25 laps at 2:17. But we're nowhere near. I need to do more. And yeah, I just dropped a tyre off the curb there, that was piss poor. Drawing board it is then. Can't hook tyres here, it won't do it. It's 28 laps of fuel. Penalty line, where is it? Is that round by the second start? I think it is, isn't it? We're about to take that now. Right, we know this is rubbish. So the only other thing we can do is give ourselves a little bit more PP to play with. If I push that there, that goes up. If I bring that there, and I appreciate you guys can't see that, but 2:23.5 will get you to the line for the 26th lap. Yeah, I think that's important for today. Then we have to find another 9 seconds a lap, don't we? That's just not going to be possible with this jalopy. Camber negative. I wonder. Yeah, okay. Let's see where we are now. I know we've done a bit of a switch. What's that just told me? – . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . I can use comfort hards if I want. I don't want to use comfort hards. Right, we made a little change. A little bit more. We'll see if that has changed anything. We may go faster. We might not corner so well. We've changed instead of having a split setup. We might get more wheel spin. Yeah, that is a thing. I might have to actually drive this. Yeah, the whole point of this car is to get it to the 27th. I couldn't get that Corvette to go at all for me. Look at Margaline. No. Oh, what a donkey. Fuel is so much better on this setup now because I've took the weight out. But it doesn't want to steer and it's now got the wheel spin. That's the point of the whole night, is to find out just how we make this go. Oh yeah, come on. The Aston was coming up quick then. And it doesn't feel any quicker in a straight line, it actually feels slower. But it's using way less fuel. But we're so much slower, aren't we? Wow, that's unreal. This is the slowest outlap yet. Okay. Car settings. How far away are we now? We're so far away. So far away from me. I haven't played with any gearing at all. The gearing was aimed to be hitting the fuel. So I suppose the only thing I could do with the transmission is we could go faster with different gears, couldn't we? We just have to then look at what we're going to do with the fuel. So we've got a racing gearbox, but that just chucks the PP skyrocket. I've just put the weight back on and changed the tires, but then we've got the ballast at a different place, so that might do something for us. 25 laps. I've not done 25 yet, have I? I've not done 25. I have done 25. We've got to really push for the 26 if we're going to do it, but I don't think it's going to. Change the custom manual to the same ratio as the racing. That's a possibility. At the moment, the custom manual is 7 pp less, which is good. Putting the medium, putting the softs back on the rear gives us so much more drive. But then we have to put the weight back in and then the fuel goes right down the pan. It's the actual tuning bit is if you're talking about suspension damping and all that lot, that is where it's difficult to try and get the thing to drive that way. I just can't believe I put the weight back in and this thing just transforms. You put the weight in the car and it absolutely rockets. It becomes very, very drivable. So that's what I believe we've got to do. We've got to keep the weight in the car. And I'd love to be able to put a turbo in it. How are we going to be able to get a turbo into this thing? Because the turbo's 30 pp. Yeah. Thankfully for any setup I've ever made, I've only just adjusted balance and downforce. And this doesn't have any downforce, so this is what makes it incredibly tricky. There's probably a setup out there on the internet that will probably do it. But I was aiming to try and do it myself, but we'll see. Right, out lap. It's going to be a matter of seconds difference, that's all I think. If you have racing bits and pieces changed to sport. Well, that's the thing with this car. There's very little you can change in the racing bits and pieces because it is a race car. So you can't put the downgraded stuff on, which, being where it is where it is, right. We've got 29.5 laps of fuel in there. We can go to fuel map 3. We're going to give it a run and we'll see if we can get the lap times down with the drop in weight, i.e. the fuel weight reduction, but I don't know if that'll help the car or make it worse because it drives better when you add weight. It loses performance when it comes around that corner. I just wonder how much camber can I put on? Can I put it all on to make it any more? Should I give it all the camber and make it look stanced? Still got the laps in, and at 28, it's still got them. I reckon I'm losing loads of time in that corner. We were saying lap times 2:23. That's 2:27. We need to do better than that then. Still think we'd go fuel map 1. Under 24 will get you there for the 26. Did you do 26 in the Corvette, Steve? Because if you did, that was epic. I just made that Corvette work for just winning the race. To win the race, you only need 25 laps, so... You did 25, okay. Okay. Mercedes won't go away. I don't think it's a short shifter either. It doesn't get a low powered turbo that you could short shift and blow it along the track with it. Lap time's coming down, but nothing dramatic, it's coming down in tenths. So I think the only thing we can do at this point is potentially put camber in. Okay. The only other thing we can do then is, as we've already discussed, and I wonder how that will drive. Wonder how it'll look. Will it look any different? Oh yeah, it does massively. I'm going to leave it on fuel map 1. Does it turn anymore though? It does turn more. Let's see, this is the corner that tells you whether it turns. Had to lift off. Banked corner. Yeah, settings have to be a secret, I'm afraid, my friend. If I let somebody see the settings now, and then they spend the night playing with it and go and set the record, that's me done, isn't it? I can't do it. I can't. I'm screwed. So again, if you want the settings, you have to be a channel member. They'll be released when we've done it. The channel members will get to go and use the setup. It's the only thing I can really offer channel members is secret setups that allow them to replicate what we can do here. The benefits of being a member. Or if you're talking about Twitch, channel subscribers. So, baseball player, welcome to the channel, my friend. If you look on my YouTube channel, Widdowmaker Who, you'll find 6 setups, it's 4 different cars, but 6 setups. If you just type Neo Classic in the search, you'll find 6 cars, or 6 races, that show you 4 different cars to use. It'll give you a setup and a strategy. Car recommendations are relatively easy, 787B. But I don't know if you don't own it already, you'll struggle. The Escudo, the Sauber S9, C9. Thank you, amigo. But they're there. There's a setup for each one, and it shows you how to win each race. And you don't have to be a member to go in there. That's just a second quicker on the outlap. Hey, you're welcome, buddy. They're great cars, great setups then. Not all mine. One of those setups was done by JB. But he let me distribute it. It was one of the early ones. Right, this setup's a shed, folks. We're not going to get customizable manual. Gearbox. Diff. Fully customizable manual. Gearbox. Yes. Diff. Yes. Oh, there's like a 17-second delay in there. I'm expecting an answer and I don't get one for 20 seconds because you've got to think and type a response. Around about 12 pp normally. And sometimes one has an extra gear. And also the fact that the racing box can be automatic on occasion, certain cars. You'll find the racing boxes can be sequential. Depends on the car. The 28. I've got softs on the rear. So let me just go through it. Sorry folks, have to do that. If I put softs on the front, that's racing softs. It would have to be comfort softs. PP goes to 8.8, which means I'm 28 over. But I can move the ballast, I think. What if I move the ballast to there? No, it only moves it by 0.1. If I move it to there, it goes to 499. So what's the only other thing we can do at this point in terms of how to make the car Now you've just raised an interesting point there, Steve. So if I went the other way... Oh no, that makes it even worse. No, that's exactly right. That's what I want you to do. That's exactly what I want you to do, because I'm now destroying this setup, because I'm just trying to find what makes this car tick. we've just found 45960. And I've put it back to what it was. If I ran mediums on the back and softs on the front, that actually puts the PP up. If I put mediums on the back, softs on the front goes to 479. So if I put mediums on the front, softs on the back, it comes down to 459. So that's within the target. The weight is all the way over the back wheels. If I put it all the way to the front. Ah. Ah. We're starting to see things. Oh no. No, we can't do that. 4, 8. It's 12 pp spare. Yeah, can't change anything in terms of air cleaner, silencer, exhaust manifold. None of those change, so turbos are out, definitely. There's no anti-lag or intercooler available, so the only thing I could potentially do there is change to fully customizable racing, keep the gearbox the same, and then we can now... What if I've got the ballast all the way there? Right, I'm going to try a little test. And see if this makes any difference. We're carrying 200 kilo of ballast. We've changed to the racing gearbox. We're just going to watch the fuel. I don't know if the car's going to be faster because of different ratios. But this is the racing gearbox, so fuel is getting subbed, but I've got 200 kilos on, so if it drives better and runs faster laps, we're good. It's a bit of a slug to stop. Get out of the way, Mr. Margolino. You can't drive. Lap time, fuel mileage is coming back. I want to put the weight to the front rather than being at the back because I want it to hold the front wheels down. I want it to try and make the front end turn. Let's just see what this outlap does in terms of where it puts the pace. Gear shift sounds much crisper. But I can shorten the gearbox length if we need to. Thank you for helping round the corner. So this is all the weight on the back of the car. 200 kilogram minus 50. I don't think it's much faster, is it? That's the question. It slows down. You have to brake so much later. Sorry, earlier. It's so much longer in the braking zone. No, it's slower, isn't it? 220. Yeah. It's back in the... Oh, is that the fastest lap, actually? Fastest out lap of 32. Fuel miles are down, though, aren't they? get a turbo in it, you might need hards. Yeah. That would be tremendously hard to make this thing turn. Hards on the front, softs at the rear. And then push all the weight to the front to try and keep the front down. That would be one hell of a setup, wouldn't it? Hey Lewis, we want you to run hards on the front, softs on the rear when you go to Ferrari. I'm not going to Ferrari, no. You can get a turbo with that. Let's go play. Let's go play. Let's go do it, eh? Let's go do it. Hit the button. So if I put hards on the front, it takes me to 417. I can then put a high turbo on. I'm at 478. No, I can't. Medium turbo takes me to 478. If I then put... No, I've done that wrong. If I then put... The weight is all the way at the front. If I put the weight all the way to the back, that takes it to 513. I can't put a turbo on. Hards on the front, softs on the rear. That's what I've got. But if I put hards all round, that'll just make it an absolute devil. Makes it 503. $467 with hards all round. 471. And maybe I need to put the rate there. I need to put the gearbox back to the manual. That's 49. Yeah, we can. We could go hards all the way round with a medium turbo. All the ballast, and the ballast is at the front where we want it. Okay, we'll just see how this drives now. I just don't know how it's going to go around the corners. But the weight is at the front, which is technically where I want it. Let's see. I'm happy with you throwing stuff out. The fuel miles are going to be down. Let's see if this turns. Oh no, oh no, no. It lights up the rears. Go for the gap that there wasn't one. There is now. Hello! No. That's a no. Cannot do it on those bad boys. No. Change the custom manual to the same as the racing now. Okay. There's going to be something in this. No idea what the PP's just gone to. 490. $441. PSN chat. Okay. Ignore suspension. Oh. Ah, Big Steve. That looks mighty like what I've got now. Oh, I see what they've done. I forgot all about that. I forgot all about doing that. I didn't see that as a thing that I could potentially do. The settings look so similar. I just need to see what... He's gone that way. Okay. Ooh. 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 Ooh, he says. I've still got 10 pp to play with here. I've got 6 pp to play with. I'm guessing he's going to run customizable manual. Okay. We're running very similar sets. We're running very similar. Okay. Let's just see what he's got on there. He's got a couple of changes we can make. He's not got the same there. He's... Okay. I'll change that. Great shout, Big P. Great shout. Let's see. It's surprising how similar the two setups are. I've got a little bit of acceleration difference, but I don't know what's actually going to be the difference in terms of deliverables and power and getting that on the ground. So all we can do is check. I'm not going to change the fuel map. We might have to, looking at that. He's on the hard tyres at the front, which it doesn't light up the rear, which is good. There's Margolino, who we need to get past. Come on. It's faster. It's much faster. There's Margolino again, coming to join the party. Now I'm going to change something more with this already. I'm gonna have to, because this thing won't go round corners. So I'm gonna have to. I've really got to back off the power to get it to turn. You did nothing with the suspension or the top speed. No, that's cool. Yeah, I see what you did. I see what you did. I didn't think to add the turbo with reduced power. I added the turbo where it was. I can't get the car to turn now, so I'm just gonna try and make the set turn with a little bit of adjustment. So I like what you suggested. I'm just going to have a play with that. Where's that? That's all the way at the front. Right, there's so much more power not available. It's still going to have more power than... It's got 4 pp out. Where can I get that 4 pp from? There isn't a lot I can do, is there? If I did that, it puts it up. That's a shocker. Where is the weight? It's all there. No, we don't have a choice. We don't have a choice, do we? It's got to be the hards on the front, so I've got to... Oh my lord. Now here's a question. If you've got 100% of the ECU available power and you cut the back to 73, if you did 73% of the ECU, would you have 100% of what the other way around was? Silly question. Why don't you just do it? And do it the other way. Got 200 and... How much horsepower did yours have, Big Pops? How much did it have? Let's see. 294. Yeah, it had 294, didn't it? We'll see. What tyres have I now got? I've got hards. If I wanted mediums, I just think that's going to be just a disaster, isn't it? Yeah, with 4.5 pp out. So I'm going to have to put the hards on, and then I'm going to have to... $256, and then I'm going to have to do something with this. Or 59.72 pp. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. I don't know. I don't know, man. We're not looking for... Just need it to turn. We've got the fuel miles already, haven't we, at 25. Go through the gap. There we go. I have to go so slowly because it won't turn. But now with the fuel miles I can give it that back, can't I? It won't turn, 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 it won't turn. Which makes this car just absolutely ridiculous. Gonna leave the fuel map on 1. I've had to put the ECU to 7070 with the further changes I've made. I think it's 7070. Ollie, you're a gentleman. Thank you very, very much. I know you're tempted. You want that that Beat 91 setup, don't you? And then you want this setup when it goes live, yeah. You'll be good. Thank you very much. Enjoy the members section. You'll find plenty of things to play with in there. There's loads of members only videos, things that you may just enjoy watching and learning from. Oh, you dog! Not you, Olive. That was the that was Mr. Margolino throwing it around. This is absolutely horrible. $89.70 made. 89 at the top, 70 at the bottom. I'm gonna have to probably now put ASM on. And that's exactly what I've got. 89.70, Steve. 89.70 is where I've gone. Oh no, it's very generous, my friend. You take a drink, yeah. Great minds. Yeah, 89.70 is exactly where I've got. What the trouble I've got now is the fuel mileage has absolutely gone away. The ballast is just... it's the hards on the front which I'm trying to get away from. I really want the mediums to make the car controllable. And the more I get into this, the more I realise that probably going to have to go for the Abarth. Just because it's going to have the pace. This isn't going to do it. Well, it must do it because Sphinxy's done it. But Sphinxy did it way back. Ah, you're good, my friend. Thank you. It's good of you, Olive. Thank you. It's not a lot of money just to take a look at what's there. No, fully understand that, Ed. It's there so you can't see the setup. This is a setup that we're going to use to try and get to the top 10 of the Human Comedy Alsace Challenge. So just while I'm in development, I'm just going to keep the screen covered so that nobody can run away and go and take my setup and go and beat it themselves and then prevents me from getting to the top of the tree. A lot of time and effort goes into these. We've done 2 of them online, by the way. We've done 2 of them online so everybody can see what goes on. Then after the race, I publish a video with the setup. And yeah, secret squirrel, that's the way it is. And if, apologies for people watching, you get to see the setup, you get to see the development. I don't mean you get to see the setup, you get to see how it's done. But then you'll get it afterwards. And if you're a member, you actually get the setup because you'll see the setup with the video. I'll make a video for the setup in the with the setup for the members, and then if you're not, you'll just see the video with how it's done. So, I was just discussing with Big Popper some of the changes we've got to make. It's a little bit of a drama, this one. It's not going to plan. It has been. We've got the lap time down, but now we're just not close enough to make it close, and I don't know if that's driver or whether that's... I'm going to put it back, Big P. I'm going to just, for the minute, just going to take that turbo off. And I'm just going to see if there's another way to... I've got 459.40. I'm running 185 brake horsepower. I've got different diff settings. But I've got my tyres back, but I'm not running a turbo. Let's just see if that's actually going to make a difference. If it isn't, we're going a bath. I'm afraid. Not having a bath. We're going a bath. Because the bath's faster in a straight line. It's just a bit of a pig to make turn. I want to quicken out lap as we can get, but just to get this thing to stop. It's bizarre how it changes the PP settings for the tyres. If you put medium, it's well balanced and the PP goes up. Margolino made it round that corner without having an emotion. No, he didn't. He got all emotional then. Let's see if we can get somewhere. It's so much more drivable with... I wonder what the camber's going to look like on the rear if I go for camber on the rear as well. Because at the minute there isn't, the camber's flat. probably too much information for you setup goddesses out there. Setup kings. If you know what you're doing and you're listening to the conversation and taking it in, you'll be sat with your PlayStation and you'll be mirroring the setup that you hear that was talked about. So I'm not doing much by preventing you from seeing the screen. It's just that it's just not going to deliver it to you. You'd have to do some work to get it sorted. Then it's my own fault. I just have to do it less. It's going to be a 30, maybe more. That's as good as our opening out lap anyway. Can't. PP goes up too far, Wilkie. It messes with the PP big time. I can't use the car. It's amazing. It pushes the PP out way up. Goes up to like 72. Puts 12 PP on, which is madness. Can I play with madness? No. I wonder if it's hards and ASM. I wonder. But hards gives you the turbo, put the weight over the front, doesn't make it drivable. I don't think there's much more driving I can put into it. Up the Iron Maiden, yeah, absolutely. He's got much better cornering round here in that Mercedes. I need to own that. This hasn't got an engine swap, has it, that makes it uber. Yeah, I was thinking, oh yeah, he's already looked, that's good. I knew you would have. We're going to put this baby to bed then in a minute because it's not going to get us what we want. The Abarth engine swap is going to be ridiculous. So next thing I'm going to have to do is look online for a setup and see. And try and hone my driving skills to make this go faster. And then in 2 weeks' time, we'll come back to the channel with something. I'll have a night off and play with it and see what I can do. It's just ultra rapido without the turbo anyway. Feels faster, but Merck's going to catch me on the bank corner. I know he is because he's going to start catching me here. Because we're rubbish through there. First benchmark's 223s. If we can get 223s or somewhere near the 223s, we've got a chance. It's just driver skill. This should be a 226 something if we're going to do it right. We still need to find 3 seconds. And I wonder if that is just the next setting change that I'm going to make, which will help with cornering. It won't help with putting power down, I don't think. There's the 26, so we are making improvements. What we are doing is finding valuable seconds. I need to get to the apex if I'm going to make that happen. Okay, cool with that. Next setting change then. Right, don't forget to hit that button. Well done. You don't want to give it all away. Give it all away now. Give it all away. This is what we were doing next. I just started using manual. I can explain it, but I have better time. Yeah, you'll find you'll get faster with manual. So much faster. Yeah. I actually saw some different suspension settings on yours, Steve, that might account for something. Right, we've just made another change, so let's have a see if I guess you can see what we've done. Ignore your suspension, okay. We're keen to see here if it turns any better and if anything changes on acceleration. I haven't seen any throttle. Oh, come on, get out of it. I've got aero damage on the front. That came from knocking the Datsun out the way. Just that fuel mileage I'm really concerned about now. It got down into that apex for the first time. Oh, that's what I don't want to happen. We're going to end up with a setup just like the Cappuccino in the end. We're going to end up with a very stiff car. One that is going to fight me on many a corner. I'm going to crash it and have to start again. We know that'll be the case. That's what happens when we get a setup to this sort of position. But they were long, hard nights getting that record done, and I did them all offline. And when I was making the videos, I couldn't believe it, but I had the perfect lap, and perfect hour apart from I missed the lap time by 4.5 seconds on the last lap. I was 4.5 seconds short, and I stopped before the line, and the timer had already gone. And it was showing 0, 0. And I was just in bits because it was like so much hard work had gone into it. I thought, no, just sort it out. Just get straight back on the horse. And the next time round we beat it by 12 seconds and we let it run across the line. And it made all the difference just running it once before. Being so close, knowing that I could do it by just doing it again and being more accurate. Being more conscious of the fuel changes and how much fuel the car was going to use. Because knowing this vehicle, it's going to use less fuel the lighter it gets. But, there's still a few nights' work left, I think, on this. Yeah. Dived a bit into there, didn't we? Have to brake earlier with this setup. I actually like Scampy's suggestion. He's just said play with the torque settings. Yeah, I've got a little custom torque setup. It's no longer the Magic 555. In case you're wondering, it's a different set of magic numbers. Mangiano's gone in the lead. 2:27. We had a 26 earlier, didn't we? We had a few mistakes that lap, so a 26 is not a 23, though, is it? And we're not going to get there on fuel at this minute. So we need to think about what we're going to do with fuel and how we're going to counteract that. I suppose we can fix the fuel problem by just lifting and coasting into corners rather than braking aggressively. We can... Oh, not going to ignore Scampy. Lower the torque, put the hards on and increase the power, add weight. Right. Yes, all of those have been done. Yep. Yep. We're carrying the maximum amount of weight. There isn't any... Well, we've got the maximum amount of weight. But I'm definitely not in the car. But, yeah, no, it's not. It is worried because it's not doing what I want it to do. I am what? 1.2 laps short of fuel at this moment in time, and I'm 4 seconds a lap short. And I don't really see a way at this point, without doing the Google thing, as to how, forgive me, how I'm gonna get to the next state. There is another thing we haven't done, and let's just see if that is gonna change things. Let's see. I'm gonna drop to fuel map 2 and see if this change makes any difference. It might make every bit of difference. Oh, she's a beauty now. Oh, she's an absolute gem. She'll almost go round that corner on gas. Fuel mileage ain't looking so good, but Oh, yeah. Simply dropping FM makes... It does, it reduces power, yes. That is one of the changes. It's just going around the corners much better right now. He says, as this one swings wide a bit, but we need that fuel just to come back a bit. Right, folks, it looks like we can settle down for the next hour and have a shot at this. It's feeling good. I was going to say feeling groovy, but that's just a different record. An outlap in the low 32s. And I blew turn 1. It's not going to be a massive change, but I think it's going to make the car much more drivable, and it's going to give us stability in the corners, which is going to help. And it's not gonna... We're getting a bit of a rock in the acceleration phase out of the corners. You can feel the back end just skipping a bit. It just happened just then. I think the wheel... It's not showing that the wheels are braking free, but I think I might need to put some more into the diff in either the acceleration or the braking, one of the two. When I do a long day scream, Brakeman, I have a break for tea, spend some time with the wife, evening meal, and I then come on and do it again. I try and do 12-hour days when I'm doing a long day. Normally I'll do evenings here in the UK, 8:30 till midnight, but if I'm doing a long day I'll do 9 till 5 as well. Try and round about between 25 and 30 hours a week on average. Some days it's just weekends. Some weeks it's just weeks. Some weeks it's just evenings and weekend evenings. Some days I haven't really got into a routine yet with the job and etc. That was a slow lap. That wasn't really indicative of where we want to be. We're not really getting any low down oomph, are we? Grunt out the corners. That's where the turbo would actually be really giving us the puff up the hill. We'll try and run 10 laps this stint and see if we get anything for fuel use. I just don't think it's getting close enough to where we need to be, even though we're making positive steps. I want the acceleration of that Mercedes. I want the refrigerator back. The 2J would have been great. I didn't own the 2J whilst it was the meta car for this race. Now it's just not possible to use the 2J. It doesn't, PP doesn't go low enough. It's been nerfed. He's getting away as that boy, isn't he? He's looking like he might get fastest lap this lap. We're going to have to fix that. I'll put him in the wall at the bottom of the hill. No, you can't afford the 20 seconds, unfortunately. It is a very quick splash and dash here. This pit lane is not long, but it doesn't give you what you need. We're currently just a lap short of fuel, but I'm hoping to gain that back through the race. And we know we'll be past this fella fairly soon. He doesn't hang around much longer. He knows he's got to go to lap 12, 13 on fuel, so he can't keep pushing like this. He's got to pit, take a full tank of gas, he knows that. I'm not actually driving this very well. I'm missing the apexes, I'm braking too late. Trying to carry too much speed. I've got itchy eye, got sweat running into my eye, which is terrible because it's warm. And he's getting away, which isn't good. And those lap times aren't coming down. Anywhere near as quick as we need them to. That was a good wide line. What about crashing the gearbox? What happens if we... It just locks up, it doesn't actually slow the car down. Okay. It feels like we're getting faster for fuel. Feels like it. And Hizal really is putting up a bit of a fight. He doesn't normally go this long. Sorry, Mini. That's Hizal backed up behind the Mini. Oh, it just carried on, didn't it? Hizal got the fastest lap now. Can't get it to come down in the corner. Come on. He's coming. He's charging away up behind me. I don't know if this is going to get harder to drive as the fuel reserve gets lower. It'll probably go faster, but it'll probably be a little bit harder to drive because we're taking the weight off. I'm guessing fuel is somewhere near the mid part of the car, somewhere to make the driver feel completely safe. It's probably sat on the fuel tank, isn't it? Knowing safety of those days. That's a slower lap. So 3 to 4 seconds a lap short. Do 10 laps, see where it gets us to, and then we're going to have to work on other things. I wonder if I can now switch back to hards on the front and get that turbo on, because of the change I've made to make this a bit more drivable. I wonder if that is the answer. Ooh. Oh, that was a shocker. It just slid through there. Didn't want to stop at all. Front tyres are just starting to show heat. 6 laps. There's another change I can make. Not getting any quicker. Keep making mistakes. Only 3.6 seconds ahead of Hazal at this point. We're 15 minutes into the race. 6 laps. So if you times 6 by 4 to make the hour, we're at 24 laps. We are definitely short of the target. So I'm going to make another change. Do not sleep. Is that the answer, Swire? Do not sleep. I reckon it is the answer. Sleep is actually a waste of time. Sleep actually doesn't achieve anything. That's what they tell us. We're at 480 pp. Because the last break, yeah. Ooh. What's the difference I've made there? There it is. There it is. Okay. I'm going to make another little change. Let's see if that has any effect. Right. I think this is going to have to be fuel map 4. And we'll see where it goes. Braking is going to be the biggest problem. Turning is going to be the biggest problem. Resisting AI that want to push past is going to be the biggest problem. Fuel map is looking good. We're going to have to give it a bit of fuel map 2, which makes all the difference. Look, it just rattles past, brake early. Muggling those about to give us an emotional problem. I don't know if this is going to go around that corner. We're going to get it on fuel map 1, you know. Just can't get it to go around the corners. Slow. It's fast, but it's slow. Traction control is cutting in a fair whack on the initial acceleration. Braking and slowing down is massive issues. Can't get it to stop. Okay, so that was a 36, which is the worst outlap yet. But we did have a bit of a tangle with the AI, didn't we? So back to the drawing board, I think. Keep saying, I've said it all day today, just one last go, and it's paid off every time. I can't stop. Abarth, that's where we're going. I keep driving the Abarth and I keep trying it, and it ends up as a no. It does end up as a no. Let's just hide the Abarth setup as well. You can't have that either, I'm afraid. Not yet. No, it's the other way. just don't know what this is going to do on the process. 432. Turbocharger just makes it absolutely mental, doesn't it? Yeah. But I'm going to just try and take a bit off the top to stabilize it. And we'll see what we can do. See what kind of lap times it puts in. And go from there. Now if you've done the grinding down round Daytona, you'll know just how much of a beast this car is. And you can see the fuel being... Yeah. And that's just not what we want. Trying to get this thing to stop because of its wheelbase is just crazy. Getting it to be drivable is the next thing. Love that sound. Sounds like my Mini in the summer. Try and keep it straight under braking as much as possible, or it does just tend to break free. It goes full Freddie Mercury. Oh yeah, there's some penalties there, and that's the challenge we're up against. So yeah, that's where we are, folks. That's the kind of disaster situation we've got, and it's not brilliant. So I'm going to need to go away and work on both of those, and I appreciate those people that have stood by and watched that for the last 2 hours. But it's not going to take us anywhere near the record, I'm afraid. But in 2 weeks' time, we're going to hope to have something. So what can we do for the last half hour just to keep us happy? I think we should go and finish off with a bit of a time trial attack. We've got 50 minutes to go and attack something. 112 miles there, not bad. It's not a bad mileage amount for a day, 561. Have a look what we've done the last week. On Thursday we did 800. Oof. Yeah, we've done a fair few miles on certain days, haven't we? Out of the not turbo or the supercharger option, what are the best options with balance and power of fuel mileage? Are you talking for that particular event, Steve? A blown engine, whether that be turbo or supercharger, with a cam kit on it, should be more fuel efficient, mile per gallon. Yeah, with the Corvette. So we can actually go and look at that, actually. Well, whilst we're still here, I don't mind sharing the Corvette setup. Change car. Where is the Corvette? Where is the little beauty? That we can make our way. There she is. So if we're talking... Yeah, this was a split setup as well, wasn't it? If you're talking... Oh, has the Corvette got... It's got no options. It's got no options for a supercharger, turbo or supercharger. Not turbo. Yeah, it hasn't got one. But there is an eligible car, isn't there? You've got meds on all the way round. You've got meds on all the way round and the power of the ECU at 100. It has a supercharger. Yes, it does have a supercharger. My apologies. I've not bought any. So that gives you 464 pp, but you've got the supercharger on. Which supercharger have you got on, Steve? Just while we're dicking about with this. But before 60, no, you've got no supercharger on. Okay. And your power's going to be just brought down, isn't it? Yeah. Like that. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Ballast is probably quite high, but... Look how much it glitches and moves about. Oh. There it is. But I will if it'll be tried and the fuel was horrible. If it'll help. I tried but the fuel was horrible. Okay, well, let's just enter the track with it. I don't think the Corvette will go to the lap times we want it to go to, but it might just be a decent example. It was a fairly decent car when it came. It needs a fuel stop, doesn't it? It's a big old bus. You'd have thought the 110 would have gone out to the 110 race car would be an absolute gem round here. But it's just not quick enough. It doesn't do the miles. Or I'm a rubbish driver, one of the two. You were going to try the 26 laps, yeah. Well, I'm fully aware you're going to have 5 hours after this after me, so... Let's see if we can set you up for you to have a decent advantage. Let's just do 2 laps, the out lap and... well, no. Let's redo the out lap and get an understanding of what it's doing. I do like to do that, talk good and then crash. That's the usual thing for me. Fuel mileage is going to be junk, but with a supercharger and a nice bit of tuning, it should get more fuel mileage because you're going to get more horsepower. More bang for your buck, I think is the phrase. Evening, Dexter. How's it going? Yeah, we're very good. How are you? Things are ticking along, my friend. Oh, just tapped wide and I can't get the thing to go back. It won't come back to the track. Oh. See that car there? The Alpine A110 should be a decent beast. I've just been oofed. Yeah, I don't like that car at all. PSN message. Okay, we're communicating secretly. Oh, yeah. This Mr. Innocent image. Okay. You've gone the full stack? Is that right? No, that's your RA. It's this one I want. Oh, wow. Okay, this picture's scroodled across. I don't like this PSN thing. It's doing my head in. It won't look at the picture you want to look at. It goes to the next one it wants you to see. Stupid thing. Racing. No supercharger. Okay. You want me to keep this one covered? I'll keep this one covered. Okay. How have you done that? How have you done that? He says. Yeah, that's the problem. I've been zooming in on my phone and it just goes to whatever it wants to go to, which is just donkey do. So you've got that non racing. How have you got that to 100? Oh, I see what's going on. I see what's going on. I don't understand. What? I'm 10 pp more than you. Huh? Yeah, you've done all sorts of changes, haven't you? Yeah, you've got body height changes and all sorts. I'm running more horsepower than you. How is that possible? Have I got engine mods? Yes, I've got engine mods. You haven't. Ah. Aha. So if I go change my engine then, if I go take the engine out, oh, it won't let me. It won't let me out. Damn thing. Yeah, you've got no engine mods. I've got engine mods. I'm going to have to... it won't let me out of the car. I'm going to go and buy a supercharger anyway. And... oh, wrong button. That one. Bit of a strange old video tonight. Bit of a strange old stream. But I need to drink more. Thirsty. Swallowed an ice cream. No, I do. I feel obliged. I feel happy to do so. I don't want the supercharger. I just come out of there, didn't I? Donkey. I don't mind messing with this kind of thing. Ah, you see, this is the question you ask, Steve. Low-end supercharger, what does that mean? Yeah, it's a good question. Low-end supercharger gives you boost in the low rev range. High-end supercharger gives you boost in the high end of the rev range. But the thing I don't understand, right, is ultimately a supercharger is consistent power with the revs. So I don't know what they mean by high-end torque and low-end torque. It must mean that as it goes up the rev range, it must blow out more air. And on the low-end supercharger, it must blow more air at the low end of the torque, I guess. Low end of the rev range. I guess. We'll take the racing cooler as well, just to try and give us what it needs. Okay. Right. Back into the Ooman comedy. And we'll just do that for a second. And I hope nobody's disappearing thinking, it's not about. Goes over your head quickly. But it shouldn't. It shouldn't go over your head quickly. It should go straight in. Jungle itself about. And you should go, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Doesn't work like that, I know. It's like... real motor mechanics for me don't work. We're going to go high-end supercharger to start with. We've got no mods, you see, now. I'm not... I can't show you that, can I? There's me saying, look at this. Yeah, you can see that. No, you can't. You can't see nothing. Only me. So, we're going to be running... They keep me running... We're going to run 292 brake horsepower on a supercharger, and we're going to see if that gives us any more fuel miles. Then I'll send you screenshots, Big P. Turbo supercharges women. Well, if that's where you like them, that's up to you, Chief. Let's see. It's a decent car, this, actually. Fuel mileage doesn't look any greater, but if you're looking for 26 laps, you're going to be doing 2 stops, I think. And to do those 2 stops, you're going to have to take off 40 seconds. Yeah, 40 seconds of time, roughly. Suspension tuning, haven't done any. You've done more than me on your setup, so you've took 20mm off front and rear body height. Mine's 20mm higher, everything else is identical, even though you covered it up, I can see. Yeah, you'll get 12 laps out of this, and then I think you'll get 12 laps out of it. It says 11.8 now on a FM6. You need that 13th yet to get you to 26, so a bit of coast and roll and a bit less top end rev range. You know how I drive. If I to try and get a car into a corner, I'm just trundling now. To try and get a car into a corner, I'm exploiting the fact that the gearbox will pull the car in. So it shouldn't do it that way. If you oh Christ alive, AI. If you throw a car into a corner in this game and change the gears down, it slows the car down, it doesn't glow the gearbox. So this one, it does actually lock the rear axles, but shouldn't really do first gear around here like this. I can't get it to go around the corners, it won't turn. I'm using ASM now, purely because that worked with the... Why can't you see all the chat on Twitch? Forgive me. Are you just watching the video and not seeing all the chat? Let me look. I've had a bit of a problem with Twitch tonight. I got disconnected off Twitch whilst trying to go to affiliate, and if you just type anything for me. YouTube today, yeah. Oh, is that what you mean? Yeah. Half of the chat on screen is from YouTube because I stream to YouTube and to Twitch. So if you're not seeing all the chat, that's because you can't see the YouTube chat when it comes up when you're watching Twitch. The YouTube chat won't appear on Twitch, I don't think, or will it? Because I can see YouTube chat on my screen now. Wilkie just said YouTube. Could you not see it say YouTube on the Twitch one? Do it again, Wilkie. Because I have an external feed over here that is on my YouTube. There's come up again. Then you can see all the chat. Because you can see everything that I can see. But there's no third level of chat going on. And you're not the first person to say this, so I don't feel anything else. I keep missing that corner. Give on from that. So, if I had a keyboard here, can people on YouTube? Yeah, they can. Yeah, 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 yeah. Did you not want them to be able to see it? No. Okay, okay. Yeah, as far as I know, it's always been working, but genuinely, people have told me they can't see it. I think the part of the process of the problem is you probably miss it when it scoots past. because I've only got like a 5-second delay on it, so rather than stack it up, it does disappear. So I guess if you're following a conversation and you miss a bit, it'll look like it's a bit bizarre. Excuse me. Just forgive me a second. So I'm going to put the low... I really wasn't getting on with that car with the high-end torque turbo on. So I'm going to go low end. I didn't buy it, man. I'm 100% sure I bought that, and I bought... What a complete... tittlehead. Oh. What a knobbit. It just doesn't work the other way. What do you mean it doesn't work the other way? It just doesn't work the other way. What, you can't see Twitch chat? You keep both open when you can and chat with both. So that's a Twitch chat from Wilkie. And that's I can see that on my screen displayed, and that's what's feeding. I can see a Twitch chat again. Now if somebody types on YouTube, it'll come up, which I'm sure Wilkie will do now, and you can see it all. So I don't know what you mean by it doesn't work the other way. Hey, there. So you'll see that any second. So I don't know what you mean. It just doesn't work the other way. This is one of those fantastic things where just the... I mean, nope. You don't see the YouTube chat on Twitch. No. Okay, well I'm feeding both through... I'm not streaming to Twitch. I'm streaming to I'm streaming to Restream, and Restream streams to Twitch. So if you're just looking at the text in the text box on Twitch, you won't see the YouTube chat. You have to see it on the screen above my head up here. That's where the chat comes up. So you can do away with the chat box text, and you can just type in the thing and read the text up here. Did you know it was there? I'll try and ask one question. I'm asking for one answer rather than two questions asking for the same. That's a yes. You can see it there, but you can't see it in your text box. Yeah. Yes. I asked two questions again, didn't I? Yes. Okay. I've actually got a Twitch feed on the screen next to my PC here, and whilst nobody's talking, I can't see any info, but I should be able to if I have a scootle around with that. I should be able to. I can't see it in my text box, but okay, so it is working out. Right, okay, you won't see YouTube in your text box. No, it doesn't work like that. I feed both text chats to the bit above my head here. That's where both are shown. It won't show in your text box. I haven't got that skill. And we're mixing streams then. We're mixing brands. We're mixing Amazon and YouTube and Amazon and Google, sorry. And I don't think they'd like that. No. No, they would take my apples and ingest them slightly. Another way to reduce PP. I don't think I want to change the brake kit. And this needed to do this again. Sorry, I'll just hide the text. Yeah. So yeah, it only shows in your text chat for Twitch what text you get from Twitch. It won't show YouTube in your text box. I thought it was the only way I could integrate both channels and give people an understanding of what other people are saying. And I try to read out major comments anyway that come through that are going to cause conversation. If there's hellos and how we doing, I don't call them out. But the bigger ones that are more concerning, like a big question or something, I'll definitely air so that people can understand what the conversation is. Because it must be really bizarre to have a conversation going on that you're just not seeing any info. So that's why I put it up there. So just forgive me whilst I probably should put the chat on there as well, shouldn't I? On this page that's here. I should put it on the Be Right Back page, and I should also put the chat. I know Dexter came from YouTube over, didn't you? You went across to Twitch, I think. If I'm right. All right, we're going. Yeah, super. Yeah. We're going to put some more juice back into this bad boy. No, we're not. That was too much. Right. Okay. Right, I should actually put the chat onto the other two screens, shouldn't I? And then I should try and make Be Right Back screens and like We Are Going Live pages that are non-game based, or I should make them multi-game based. I'm going to take ASM off to comply with Mr. Steve's driving requirements, just to try and demonstrate accordingly. Let's see what this does. See if there's a massive difference with... Oh, the fuel is... We'll lean on the car. This is the low boost, or the low torque supercharger. Oh my lordy. I'm giving it all the revs, but we know Margalina. Ooh, yeah. Hello, cripes. That's why we use ASM. Margalino's going to meet the barrier soon. There he is. Oh, hello. What can you do with that? I'm going to end up in the field here, aren't I? Yeah, the delay between, as Wilkie says, the delay between the actual stream and you seeing it on Twitch is far better. It's 3 to 4 seconds rather than the 18 that YouTube seems to be. They seem to want to pre-filter and delay it. Because the truth of the matter is, what they're doing, YouTube, is they're taking the stream and they're pre-processing it to make it into the lowest quality that it wants to be. So they're making 720, 640, 540, 480, 780, 1080, and that's what takes the 18 seconds, because they're going to try and put it out at the lowest possible for whoever's streaming what. So, whereas Twitch don't do that, Twitch allow me to decide what quality I want to just stream in, which is great for me because I can stream at the right quality that you guys want to see. So the minimum I'll stream at's 1080. So, hey there, Flameburst. This is a pig to drive. 10 laps, Steve, it looks like. So better fuel economy on the higher supercharger, purely for bang for your buck. But what I'd consider doing at this point is putting a fuel economy mod on. So by that I mean I would consider doing something like engine tuning, port tuning. I can't remember what they are now. Let me go. It actually drifts very well. It's easy to catch. Lap times are going to be somewhat in line with... That's a terrible corner. We're in 4th place, but I'm not really giving it everything because I'm not entirely comfortable with how it's driving, but it feels like a big boaty thing. I'm enjoying that though. That feels fun, but it's not getting me around the lap any quicker. I know we can cut a bit here. Well, we're supposed to be able to. That'll get a penalty. Cut a bit too much. Oh, we're good it seems. No penalty. Happy days. Hey Flameburst, yes, you've woke up, sir. It's the early morning for you. We're probably into the last 20 minutes of the stream for me, I think. Looking at the time, 2:34, yeah, 25 minutes left, I'd say. I got on 30 minutes late, so it was only going to be 3 hours tonight, but Saturday night's alright for fighting. We're cooking these mediums. But the lap time's pretty dire. 2:33, that won't get you... Well, it won't get me 26, put it that way. So I've not done anything major, Steve. I've just reduced the ballast, not the ballast, the power for whatever you're going to put your supercharger on. But I think you're better off running NA for your mileage. In all fairness, I don't think you're going to get much more out of it. I don't think. Do you get me? Corvette sounds a little different than I remember. Yeah, we were just running it supercharged then rather than NA. It does sound a bit throaty at NA. I had three engine mods on it anyway, so that's a little bit different. But in terms of what to do next for that sort of mileage, that's a bit of a challenge. I don't know what other cars that I could potentially use to hit this record with. The one I don't own, well, let's go and have a look at the leaderboard while we're talking about it. Whilst the screen's gone black. Wow. Yeah, we've got 18 minutes. It's nothing dramatic, is it? Change car. So the 2J, whilst that's on wet tyres, come on, that's at 624. We can't change anything. We've got 199 kilograms of ballast in it. Come on. I suppose What's the PP limit on this? 460, yeah, this won't get down to 460, will it? It's well high. If you put normal, it's 633, it's absolutely, nah. You're never getting that anywhere near again. So we're never going to be able to use that vehicle. One of these with an engine swap, I thought might do it. The GT40 Mark IV. Only got comfort softs available for this one. We could buy the tyres, couldn't we? Where does that come in? 622. We can drop down the suspension, can't we? We can do whatever we want. Well, I would leave that in because it lowers the PP. It's just never going to come down. That's got a supercharger on. Okay. All of these could come off. It's never going to be... Oh, we've got loads of engine mods, but it's never going to get down to that PP, is it? Messing with the top speed, you can get to 13 laps. Then that's the one then, Big P. That's the one you should give it a shot at. Yeah, I don't own that Merc, Wilkie. It's, I've not been able to buy it yet. And it's sort by price. We can't sort by price, but we can sort by PP. All of these bad boys. But really the target where it's got to be, your 460. See, I'd have thought that would give it a shot. Yeah, 20 million. Yeah, don't it? 2000 GT just hasn't got the guts. It just can't. It doesn't get there. It doesn't do it. The A20, which is the one I used to get where I am today on the 25 laps, that didn't really shout and scream. The Beetle got to 24 laps quite happily. The RA is the one, but getting it to work is just not what it got. I'd have thought the RX would have given it a good show. Even these smaller cars, I mean, why it isn't a K car, I don't know. But the old DBS, you can't get these big buggers. The P330, that'd be awesome to get into there. But let's buy the tyres, why not? We're on comforts, isn't it? That's what it wants. Oh, there we go. Come on. They're both on comfort hard now. And the PP limit is 460. To get this thing down to 460 PP, there's nothing to, well, I suppose we can do it, can't we? Oh. Please. I've just realised. Wowzers. Where's that? All the way to the front. Yeah, nobody cares. Let's just get that down to 4. Yeah, I don't care. That'll do. I didn't ever think that these big boys... Well, we're going to find out. Will it be drivable? I've got all the help aids on. If these are going to work, we're going to have to just find out, aren't we? I mean... I was always under the belief... Sounds good. I think we've just opened a whole hornet's nest. It's gonna do a one stop. For fuel, you won't need 2 sets of tyres. I didn't even 555 the rear diff. I expect to see at least 15 people trying this with a P330 overnight. I know Big Popper's eyes have just suddenly opened. There's dribble down his chin. Because we can mess with this a bit more. That Ferrari engine, just love it. Listen to that bad boy. I've tried the 2000 GTR before. I wasn't overly enamoured with it. It was very difficult to drive. But I didn't know what I know now in terms of some of the extra bits and pieces. We need to play with this some more. We could put the softs and mediums and still give this a bit of a chance. There's the 2000 GTR behind me now, isn't it? Hamilton's move is awesome for Hamilton. Absolutely awesome for Hamilton. I wish him the best of luck. See, that's going to do a one stop. I do fancy just having a bit of a tweaking of this. Just seeing what we can do a little bit more. That's put the PP to 585, but we've got things we can play with here. Does the turbocharger make it... No, it does make it unreasonable. But we've also got engine bits and pieces on here, which are kind of messing with the process. How much is that going to cost me? I don't care. Go and do it. Now, let's do one thing first. Oh, we've done 555 already. It's going to go to the front. Will be the... Yeah, we're still 25 over. Not a lot we can do there. But I'll go remove those bits and pieces. Sterling Moss going to Mercedes. The RA272 is in the store, yes. It's there to be purchased. I know the PP's too high, man. Just let me leave, that's all I'm trying to do. I don't want to use it in the race. If it costs me 1.4 million to redo this engine, I'll be most miffled. But, hey-ho. That's what credits are for. But the P330 would be an absolute brilliant piece of kit to take around there and put a time in and see if we can get 25 laps, wouldn't it? It's 10 million. It's not happening. It's not happening, folks. No. Find something else to play with. I could buy 5 blooming doodahs for that, couldn't I? Only 10 million for an 8 replacement engine, yeah. Limited stock. Get them while it's early. Get them while you can. See, I don't know why that Skyline doesn't make a good one. The 300 SL, I own that. Now there's a thing. Why didn't I think I... The Legend car, yeah, that's probably one to play with. Being a full race car, I doubt we'll be able to reduce that very much. But it's a great discussion. Brilliant discussion. I don't think this will come down tremendously far. I don't think it will. Don't think we'll be able to get it down to 595. It's down to. $460. It's just got to come down to, isn't it? That's the maximum it's got to be there. That's the lowest it'll be, and that needs to come down. Oh my lord. Whose idea was this? That goes up. 494. This ain't gonna make 460, is it? 475. It's only 8 pp away. Yeah, it's only 8 pp away. But it's not going to make it. It's not going to happen. That's such a shame. Nothing else I can change. Increased body rigidity is normally a negative, so... That's so close. So close. Such a shame, but there are others. There are others that will... Let's see. That's going up. It's going up, yeah, it's not going to work. That's going down. Oh, now it's gone back up big time. Look, the lowest that's going to be is on... Yeah, that's the lowest, 467. If I was to go 6 positive, 471. So yeah, that's where that is. It's 7 pp away, which is a real shame. But you've got me heart ticking now. Look, the Mark IV in exactly the same principle. They must have nerfed all of these. They must have. I've got racing crankshaft on that one. I didn't think about these, did I, when I modified them for... Yeah, I know about that. Didn't think about these at all when I modified them for Le Mans. And I know I'm dishing my Le Mans setup. What's the target? 460. Maybe, but maybe not, yeah. It's not going to make it. It's just too big. Too buckle! Not going down. No, it's not going to have it. So, we're left with some monster. I know the Miura works. The Miura works beautifully. The 308 works beautifully. I'm guessing the Corvette's going to do it. The 2J doesn't. The Spider, the D-Type, that's a bit of a... I could never get that up, excuse the phrase, could never get that near the 700 pp, but it was never a great monster, but it should have a decent shot at this, because it's a low starter. Oh, what am I doing? That one. You're 45997... On the 330, yeah, because you don't have the engine mods. Because if I didn't have the engine mods, I could get down, but it cost me 10 million. So if you want to have a shot with that, Steve, give it a rattle, mate. Give it hell, and we'll look tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow night, so we'll have a look tomorrow and See how you get on. But that'd be a good shout. If it cost me 10 million to reset the engine, just to have a shot at, yeah, do it, my friend. Do it. You have that power. See, this one, it stayed at 500. It's down at 474. So this old bird has got some engine mods in, but I'm going to give it all the power, but I'm going to take it out of the restrictor. Yeah, I'd rather buy a new car. It's still 20 million though, isn't it? 45922 with this bad boy. I reckon I can put mediums on it. And we can still have a go with this old slug. 496. I reckon this one, even though it's probably going to handle like a bucket of spanners. Oh, hey! Let's see what she's like. We've got all that. This is a proper old thing. Fuel mileage is going to be junk, but it turns into the corner. Oh, she hasn't got a great amount of chug, has she? But she's going to go halfway, so as long as she can catch everybody, she's great, the D-type. She likes to drift, whee! Bit of a chunk in the steering though, I think she needs wider wheels, wider offset. Oh, stay away from Margolino, he's dangerous. Well, she doesn't handle that well, and that's every hell paid on, but 10 million is like 70 laps Le Mans. Yeah, 10 million. It's a good day's grinding. I'm not up for it. But if you want to give one of these old boys a shout, a dig round this track, just to try and improve your PP, I'd give it a shot. Improve your PP. Improve your position in the leaderboard. Because everybody's doing it with the Abarth. And Abarth is such a hard thing to drive. I've got to find a decent setup for that in 2 weeks. I'll do that. I'll do that. We'll have a go. But in terms of what other cars will go for it, that old Spider, the E-Type, there's got to be some movers in here. The Giulia, the old one. Big one for Steve there, the Trans Am. It's got to be. The old Daytona Coupe, that's got to have a good shot at, hasn't it? There's some real good cars in there. Real good cars. We're going to lose Big Papa now. He's gonna smash that. It'll only cost you $100 to buy 10 million credits. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You got the engine swap Willie's Jeep. If you really want to pop at it, I tell you a car that will probably light my fire is the Carrera GT. What have we got tyres wise? We've got comfort softs on that. Oh yes. And what's wrong with it? Why won't it hit 460? Power restrictors down. Semi-racing silencer. It's got some engine mods installed, but ECU none. It's only got to drop 30 pp, and that's going to be... That's a decent grinder. The old the Carrera GTS works around Le Mans. That wins around Le Mans. So there's plenty of options, folks. But that is past midnight now in the UK, so I'm not gonna send the viewers any day today. We've done a raid today and pushed it round, so I appreciate it's late in the day. But a massive thank you all for joining me today. Appreciate I wasn't able to show you a lot of the setups, but you got to experience from my point of view what it's like to go and create these kind of setups to meet these events, which is a real big thing, I think, for you guys. If you haven't ever seen that go on, or you don't ever want to see it go on, at least you've had some ideas of what it's like, and you also see the Trans Am's really poor on fuel. Yeah, you can also see what it's like to have a go at it. And please join us in 2 weeks' time. We're going to do a little bit more work. Steve's going to change the P330 to blue with flames. I think that's fair. Good night, Olive. Good night, Steve. Goodbye, Wilkie. Good night, Flamehurst. Good night, Dexter. Is there anybody else there lurking that's saying good night, that said good night? We'll just say, and then we'll switch off. But no, if you really... I get some people don't fiddle with the cars, etc. And I hope to be able to show you what we're doing. So with that all, folks, good night. Have a good one. Good night, Popper. Thanks for all your help today. And we'll see you on the next one, folks. All the best. Take care.